Your name?
DJ.
DJ. So what do you think about the Masonic temple being underneath the Jimmy Kimmel building?
Well, it's prophetic, man. I've lived in LA for 12 years. I believe there's a deep state. I believe there's an illuminati. I know that there's demon worship and sacrifices, and I don't see things on surface levels.
Right.
Whenever I see deaths, Hollywood deaths in threes, I know that there's a lot of
Gematria.
yeah, there's something going on.
Yeah.
So remember, Jimmy Kimmel is part of that. I believe he's part of that.
Me too.
So there's a reason why that they do that in the Masonic temple. I know that that there's 33 levels of masonry.
Yeah.
I know that there's 33 vertebrae in our spine,
Yeah.
and Jesus was alive for 33 years, right? And it's true, bro. So watch this. The 33 years of Christ trump the 33 degrees
Yep.
of masonry.
Yep.
But this is an evil town. If you want to survive out here, not all the time. A lot of time there's great people. The heads of some of these studios are great men, great women, but there is a demonic agenda, and there is a lot of weird stuff happening out here that you can't look at Hollywood with a surface level mentality.
I hear
There's
you.
deeper things going on. When you got Jimmy Kimmel, who, if I met the guy, I'd love him and try to do my best to be his friend. But there's something else going on out here.
If Jesus was real, he probably was a lizard person.
Say that again. I've never heard that before.
If Jesus was real, he was probably a lizard person. So
I mean, what got you to that point to even get that thought?
I mean, it's more believable than believing in a man imaginary floating in the sky.
There you go.
You know,
And then
maybe-
people show up
maybe
every.
he's floating in the sky in a space shuttle. You know
That's
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying.
Like,
That's
you
what
don't
I'm.
know.
Yeah.
I don't have all the information. If I did, I could make a perfect assessment.
So do you think that we're in like a matrix ourselves?
I mean,
Simulated
I don't think
reality?
It's simulated. I think it's a real, like, I mean, what defines real? You know what I mean? Like the perception and senses. You know what I mean? They can
There's
be
stuff
very
beyond our
easy.
five senses.
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude.
So, it's,
have you done LSD or hallucinogenics? Because
I have a sign literally right over there that says money for drugs, and the only drugs I do are psychedelics. So.
Yeah, because I realized there's other dimensions when I was on LSD because I saw ghosts in my dorm room wall, and I saw dead people in there, and I saw their hands and their face. I did like 2.5 blotters.
How many mics were the blotters each?
I have no idea. I got it. I used to work at Barrow's Pizza in Arizona, and my friend, this guy Lan.
Those are the best ways to get
yeah.
dosed. Right there, just random good friends.
So my dorm was the only dorm open, and I did it, and I drank Sunny Delight, and then I really tripped out in my bathroom, and I saw dead people in my bathroom.
Very interesting.
Yeah. So how long? How many? What's the most LSD how many hits have you done?
Willingly or unwillingly? I had a
Both.
Okay, so I had a vial break in my pocket one time between like 75, 85 hits, somewhere around there.
Wow.
And each hit was 120 mics, so you do 120 times 80, and that's how many micrograms I had. And the vial broke, and it cut my leg, so it was like I was bleeding, and there was like just liquid just running down my leg. I was fucking scared. I called my friend. I told him to pick me up, and after like 30 minutes, I wasn't able to speak English.
How did you get through that?
It was like a 4 or 5 day experience.
Demonic force that's strong.
Reptilians.
Yeah, and it's true, dude. There's a, I watch those videos on YouTube.
Me too. You aware of David Icke?
I'm not.
He does the reptilian videos. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could talk to my girl, man,
Yeah.
who believes in. She could talk to you about dinosaurs, about how she feels maybe it was when demons mated with animals, and so God wiped them out. She
The
could
Nephilim. Yeah.
the Nephilim. She'll
Yeah.
talk about that. She'll talk about how. Demons mating, even in the Bible, it talks about that.
Giants, and then their offspring were giants.
Yeah, and the angels mated with the sons of man. I mean, and so there's still that alive out here. And check this out. I just went to Hearst Castle the other day, and I was visiting, and I reminisced when the first time I went to Hearst Castle, I was brought there for a Lady Gaga music video. And let me tell you something. There's no one as talented. There's nobody as focused as Lady Gaga.
Hi, Stephen Lee. What's your name?
Victoria.
Stephen Weebee. Hi. So you work around here as well?
I do. I'm a tour guide in Los Angeles. Hello.
What are your thoughts on the Jimmy Kimmel building being a partly a Masonic temple as well?
Interesting. I didn't know that, actually. I don't know much about Jimmy Kimmel, if I'm being totally honest.
Yeah.
Is he involved in any Masonic?
I don't want to say yes or no.
Oh,
As far as I don't want to be controversial.
I mean,
Yeah.
On that note, I'll say I think something cool about LA is we're such a melting pot, and I love that those two worlds are brought together. I never would have put Masonic and Jimmy Kimmel together.
Supposedly, there's underground tunnels here for their their rituals and stuff.
Okay, all right. That's where I go a little south. But it is true, as a tour guide, I do know there's 3 miles of underground tunnels in LA, and I can say for a fact, weird stuff happens.
Say that one more time. I'd say
There's
that.
3 miles of underground tunnels in Los Angeles. That is a fact. Not below us, but if you go like a few miles down, and back in the 1920s, they were used for like illegal alcohol, things that were brought through the area. But apparently they're being used for like sacrifices.
Right.
And now I'm thinking of Jimmy Kimmel with that.
And the movie by Jordan Peele, Us. Remember,
Oh, really?
they come from the
They
tunnel.
go down there.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. So
Yeah,
you know
the
what?
tethered, the tethered live down there.
Yeah. So we're associating that with Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, I don't know how I got from that to Jordan, but anyway,
Yes.
do you believe in reptilians, walking lizard people?
Of course, the subterranean reptilians. They downtown Los Angeles, the underground library. Yeah, I know about them, and it's a fact. They did break ground to find the subterranean reptiles. My dad is so proud of me right now. No, this is a real fact. Like I'm not.
I'm
know.
digging it. Keep going. I'm
Yeah,
digging
no,
what you're saying.
I do love. I think they are real, and we need to find them. So save the reptiles.
But check this out. I was telling my girl that Lady Gaga brought a goat on set. Okay, now why would she bring a goat on set?
That symbolizes Satanism.
It does. And so the goat wasn't even in the shot, bro. It wasn't in the music video. It wasn't like a farm thing. Didn't even show up in it. She needed the goat there. And there's a reason. So I see things deeper out here. There's a reason why they hate
There's blood sacrifices as well.
all the time. Blood sacrifice. You could go talk to Macaulay Culkin, who says he can spot.
I'm a big fan.
He said it, and he's not even a Christian. He said there's a type of clothing you can get with child skin sewn in there. That's weird stuff, Yeah,
that's really weird. Man, you're a deep dude, man.
Yeah,
I really
thanks,
appreciate
man.
the information.
Yeah,
You're the deepest dude so far.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of these people on the surface level, they don't know what's going on, but I already know you're spiritually aware.
Yeah.
And I really thank you for sharing that knowledge with the viewers here. And then people don't really realize Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? That in itself is it's like it's here to put spells on people. So it's like even in the movies, the movies that come out, they're there to kind of warp your mind and everything.
Yeah, and there's a balance to have. I mean, you can't be so separated that.
Oh, yeah,
I
forgot what I was saying. Okay, so Hollywood, it's from the holly tree. Hollywood, the holly tree, and the holly tree is where the wizards and warlocks, they would make their magic wands out of, and so people don't realize that that's derived from magic, dark magic.
Yeah, man, but here's the cool thing. Just like Moses' rod ate up those 3 other snakes, we have the power to bring change here in LA. We also have the power to create creative stories that touch the heart. There's prophetic movies. I thought The Matrix was a prophetic movie.
It's one of my favorites.
I think The Lion King was a tremendous film about knowing who you are and remembering who you are.
I like the original.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Inam.
Inam?
Yeah.
Hi, Steve. Hi. What do you think about reptilians? They're walking lizard people that live off of human fear.
I have no idea about this really.